Hi, my name is Elon James White, and you are now watching This Week in Blackness. What is going on, folks? We are back, episode 9, season 3 of This Week in Blackness. Yes. And you know what? After last week's episode, I'm not even going to play around with these preambles that we do right here. We're jumping directly into part 2. Yes, racism is over. That was the point of she who will not be mentioned on this show anymore because she's really not the point. She and a lot of people in America have a similar thought process on the concept of racism being over. Blacks are just constantly complaining, they're so sensitive, these Negroes, Instead of getting out there and handling their business, they're bitching about how things aren't fair and obvi, things are totally fair, just look. When I hear things like that, I think immediately, bullshit. Really? We're going to try to oversimplify one of this nation's hugest travesties to just get over it, like that's what we're gonna do? It's just not as simple as getting over it, okay? Race plays a part in our everyday lives, okay? Whether it be economically, education-wise, health-wise, it plays a role. White privilege, institutionalized racism, all just disappeared, just like the oil in the Gulf. Actually, it's exactly like the oil in the Gulf, Even though we can't see those huge plumes of racism, oil right beneath the surface, we all know it's still clearly there. Let's look at the line of logic behind the idea of racism being over, okay? Basically, racism is over because Obama is president. And Obama is president because white people voted for him. And white people voted for Obama because white people like black people. And if white people like black people, then racism is over. You guys do know that even when people were voting for Obama, they were like, yeah, I'll vote for that nigger, right? Like, you guys know that that's what some people who actually voted for him were saying. Even while we were electing the Negro president, there were tons of polls asking, was America ready for a black president? Racism was so over, we had to constantly ask the American public, were they prepared for a black guy making decisions, Anytime you have to ask people, can they tolerate race, gender, sexuality, there's a fucking problem. Yeah, that whole Obama president racism over theory doesn't really seem to hold up, Especially when you think about the fact that the GOP's #1 commodity since he became president was in fact race baiting. I hate to interrupt myself with that thing, what is it called? Alright, facts. What about unconscious racism? That concept that has been proven numerous times in scientific study after scientific study. I'm talking about studies as recently as this year that Americans unconsciously choose whiteness over blackness. They think it's better. And not only do they think it's better, they unconsciously link blackness with crimes and welfare. That's right, son. Racism is so over, we don't even know that we're doing it, son. That is some over type shit, son. Oh, whatever, blacks, okay? Seriously, just get over it. Just get the fuck over it. Oh, how I love to be told to get over it, It's like the smell of fresh-baked bread in the morning. If that bread was being baked by an unpaid Negro and then later on they were going to have to go pick cotton. I swear, every time I get into this discussion, I start to think of rape. No, I'm not talking about the rape that my people experienced for hundreds of years, numerous times. I'm speaking rape singular. For a moment, imagine the horror of rape, okay? Imagine the mental anguish and the suffering and just pain of experiencing this horrendous thing. And then, imagine being told to just get over it. For Christ's sake, I know you were raped. Fine, I get it. We get it. Sheesh. Come on. That was like forever ago, I'm not even the one that raped you. Why do you keep acting like it's such a big deal, Just like, come on. It was seriously like forever ago, alright? And I know they didn't catch the rapist, and I know every time you turn on the History Channel, there's like pictures of your rape and the story of your rape and all that stuff. But just seriously, just get the fuck over it. Yeah, some of you guys are thinking right now, Elon, did you compare what has happened to black people to the horror of rape?